What's going on, everybody? This is Brad, aka Echo Frost. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Fare Thee Well. We're playing this today for a couple of reasons. First of all, I really wanted to test out OBS. Now that I have some working settings, finally, I had a lot of issues getting that started. But it should be working fine now. And also, I kind of wanted to show off something that I had a hand in making. For those of you that don't know, and I would imagine most people watching this don't know, this was a visual novel made for the NaNoWriMo 2016 competition. This is Watercress Studios' entry for that. This was a project made in about 2 weeks. I am the coding director for Watercress Studios, so I played a big hand in wrapping all this content together. I haven't really read through it word for word, because this was made in 2 weeks. So I spent a lot of time patching stuff together, skimming through it really fast so I could make sure everything ran smoothly, and we had a nice product to release at the end. So this will be kind of a fun experience for me. I will provide a download link in the video description for everyone that wants to try this out. I know this is probably going to be a pretty choppy, pretty lame video, but I would imagine there's going to be some good updates to Fare Thee Well in the future, so I'll probably do another playthrough once that time comes around. But for now, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Fare Thee Well is a game about a man cursed with eternal youth, and his just some of his interactions with the world. I won't try to spoil it too much. I won't try to give a better summary because my writers would probably kill me for butchering it. So I'm just gonna hop right in. Fare Thee Well, the story of a lonely man, a wanderer, a wayfarer, a stranger, and the sleepy town he found in the snow, one winter night. December 1967. I'm a lone wayfaring stranger, traveling through the world of woe. This world of woe. Sorry, my reading's not the best, but because I'm a coder, but I'm gonna try the best I can. But there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. The strong winter wind beats down all around me. I pull my coat ever closer. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Down the road I walked, covered in cold snow. I have no one to meet and nowhere to go. I found dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but golden fields lie out before me, where God's redeemed shall ever sleep. I need to find somewhere better than this. I can't feel a thing. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Suddenly, I see light in the bleak midwinter, a small town nestled deep in the woods, asleep dreaming the passage of time, all except for one single brick building, its windows glowing with light, beacons for the lost. I see it's a bar. A dimly lit sign flickers above the entrance. On it is a name emblazoned in pale golden letters. The Hearth and Home. It'll do. I push past the door and enter in out of the snowy night. Once inside, I take off my gloves and rub my hands together for warmth. It takes too long to feel my fingers again. I close my tired eyes and take in the sounds of the bar. It's busier than I'd expect in a town like this. There's a low murmur dispersed in the air. Some people are here in groups, and many are, like me, alone. It's good to see people again. I slip my gloves into my coat and take a seat. A bartender spots me from behind a row of drying glasses and approaches. Evening. A beer, please. I only order it so I can stay. The bartender fills a glass from the tap. Traveling through? He places the drink in front of me. The liquid in the glass shines like oil under the pale, mellow lights of the bar. Yeah. I drink it all at once. It brings some fire back into my blood. Can't say I know what business brought you here. How do you know I'm not traveling for pleasure? Pleasure doesn't come this far north this time of year. I smirk. Maybe I got lost. Maybe you did. He takes my glass and steps away. I take a glance out the window while he's gone. The night is black and thick with snow. I would stay a while longer. It won't let up soon. Cedar, Maine. Population, a little over 2,000. I was able to make out the sign of the highway exit before the storm got too bad. Originally, I'd meant to make it all the way to the other side. Hitchhiking got harder after sunset. When it got too cold to be outside, I headed off the road to the nearest place I could find. This place wasn't too bad. Reminded me of simpler times. I'll stay here for the night, not that I have a choice. It feels nice just to sit for a change. Sometimes you move so much you feel like you're not the one moving anymore. Like you're drifting. Sometimes, though, it's fine. When I can just stop and let things pass me by. After a while, I notice a change in the air. The curtain of small talk lowers into silence. The clinking of plates and glasses melts away. A small crowd begins to form in one corner of the bar. I walk over to get a look at what's going on and watch as someone gets up onto a small, unlit stage. It's a girl. A girl in a green dress is about to sing. The girl gazes with her deep brown eyes at the expectant faces all around her. A hush falls over the crowd as she leans into the microphone. Her face betrays not a single emotion but pure wonder. Like she's somewhere else, remembering better times, preparing to sing to herself in a world that stood still to hang off her every word. She begins softly, her voice barely above a whisper. By yon bonny banks, and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond. Oh God, I don't know if I was saying that right. I know this song, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Of course I know this song. The small birds they sing in the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping, where the broken-hearted can know no second spring again. Though the woeful may cease from their grieving, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before you. But me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. After her rendition of Loch Lomond, the girl continues to perform, singing various other folk songs. The audience continues to be mesmerized by every movement of her parted lips. The bar is eerily silent. God, this game isn't, though. This is really loud for me, and I hope it's not on the recording, but so I don't have multiple audio channels set up, so I can't really mute this in the editing afterwards, though I'll work on that in the future. And not a single person dare move. Her voice is magical, the most beautiful I've heard in all my life. I've never been this absorbed in a song before. The voice of the girl in the green dress grows and grows and grows, only to fill the air with complete emotion, feelings seething with energy. Like her voice is an endless flowing spring, and to listen to it is to drink and drink and drink again. I've never felt this way before. I doubt I will again. When she finally finishes her set, the girl in the green dress takes a fateful step back from the microphone. I, for some reason, have started to mess this up a lot. I was speaking so smoothly before, but now I'm having issues. Her skin beads with sweat. Her chest heaves up and down to the rhythmic beat of her exhausted heart. Her posture is tired but proud, her breath short but steady, her eyes somber but bright, vibrant with fire. And as I watch her, in this precious little moment of silence, it seems all time stops. The sheer intensity of this moment breaks over me like a cold ocean wave. The sadness I feel at its impermanence, its immediate beginning and end, pulls me under. I am washed in fascination, and in that moment, the passage of time resumes. It flows unhindered, ignorant that so much change had just taken place in my inner self in that brief window of frozen time. That change in my heart has just set forth in emotion a long, long story, one that will not end for a very long time. A story about meeting people and saying goodbye to people. A story about arrivals and departures. A story about time. I sit alone for a while, taking this all in. And I think that's a pretty decent place to stop for now. So we'll go ahead and save that right there. And we'll pick back up with that next time, probably tomorrow, but who knows. I hope everyone that's watching liked this. Please like, subscribe, comment, give it some love, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.